That's right.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akachi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
You've done well, boy.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who?
I believe he's a politician.
Remember Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, The guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
The Diet Building.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
We have to.
Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together! Time for revenge! Then it's unanimous!
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no
December
body in the
18th.
morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? Can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal. We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal. Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out.
So Akechi killed Futaga's mom.
At the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side. Until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, those bitches going
How do I
down.
put this?
Looks like things settled down. I was gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
Chief's right. Let's take it easy for today.
Nice. Hey,
What do you want, Futaba?
remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy.
How so?
Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for two phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi.
Okay.
That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi. This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it. Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse now. But you know how it has that making the phone thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back then.
Sleepy time.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
Oh, Kazumi.
So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Okay. How? I get it. He's just gonna go up to her and say, oh, hey, don't worry, he's fine.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those phantom thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
I heard you went home. Saw Nessa during homeroom. Are you okay? You're a bad teacher. I am, thanks. You're alive. The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused, but as long as you're safe. Don't worry about school, just take care of yourself. You probably only get that text from her if you're maxed out with her. Is it true the leader of the Phantom Thieves died?
Cut that out!
Quiet down, you're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear, you're like monkeys in the zoo. Oh yeah. I received word from Wright's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyway? It's almost time. It can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. I'm all good. Oh, thank God you're safe. The suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Are you in Sakamoto? Was dodging the question when I tried to ask you. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now. But I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck. Just got a chat message from Moya. Some crazy stuff is going on with the Phantom Thieves. Are you okay? I'm fine. Really? That's good. It's chaos over here because of the Phantom Thieves. You're still alive, so you must be scheming something, right? I gotta prepare myself for one more mountain. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm busy, so I'll talk to you again later.
Hey.
You don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with the two. It's not like any customers are gonna be showing up.
Okay.
Let's try to think of the keyword once the chief's curry has energized you. You guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering if it's been behind all of those mental shutdowns. Doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past 2 years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April. Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say that Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly there were still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shido, how many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that. If we're gonna go, I'd like the Asakun to be joined, but That'd be okay. Once somebody spot him there, and we'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tells us my blazing speed. Alright, let's just have Desk could join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well, let's meet in front of the Diet Building and force that bastard's palace open.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
Got it. I'll wear a fake mustache.
You going out?
That's the plan.
You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Do what I want.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace? It's no good. I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Or maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
It's like, look, he's talking
all
to him
think about this
about
tonight.
us. And we all stare at him. Yeah, suspicious.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. No matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
I tried looking up Shido's interviews up online. They also sound so goddamn fake. Checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a Metropolitan Assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. She's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specially appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently, he also won a contest for who people would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites were about him as though, write about him as though he's assured to become the Prime Minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Shido's reputation is truly astronomical. It's preposterous. This isn't the popularity level of a normal politician anymore. What's so great about him? I seriously don't get it. He's a strong leader who protects his citizens. Well, supposedly. Is everyone blind? Well, just need to shed light on who he really is. By the way, is it okay if my sister joins us tomorrow? She's hoping she can be of help as well. Fine by me. Okay, I'll tell her that. Okay, we'll figure out the keywords tomorrow for sure. With all the love for Shido, I bet no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out. Hey, take your heart. Has that always been there? Can we go out? Nope. Fuck.
Hey.
Funny thing is, we can actually do stuff there. But all our shit's maxed. I could train. Well, I guess we could just do that. Actually, how many, what? Yeah, fuck it, let's just train.
Oh, you want to do it?
I was gonna make log picks, but I think I have plenty still. I can make Kawakami do it if I need them.
All right. All right.
Well then.
Okay. Oops, what am I doing? Skip that shit. My fortune reading said that you're okay, but so I don't think I maxed Ifumi out yet, so we're not gonna get a text from her. I'm still worried about you, so please let me know. I'm fine. I'm relieved to hear that. You appear to have avoided your destiny of death. However, I can't see anything past that. Please be extra careful. If you're unsure about anything, I'll be waiting at the usual spot. As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Please contact me as soon as you see this. I'm still alive. Stop making me worried. I'm glad you're okay. I just got nervous when I saw the news. Well, I'll be at the clinic if you need any medicine. It's nothing but the Phantom Thieves on TV. Oh, that's right. Aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. It's almost time for our meeting. I wonder if anybody has figured out the keyword.
Last one. Diamond mine.
No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about. We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you
do
said
they hurt
you
your
wanted Paul
feelings?
after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
You were just a fad.
Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
It's with a ruckus outside.
To everyone gathered before Young Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
That voice.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
Sounds like the same voice I heard back then.
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way. Hurry! By the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
Who, me? What? I don't remember anything happening.
Now is the
Blah, 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 blah. Speak your bullshit, Shido.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Wow.
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
That voice.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show.
Get lost, kid.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
this man. There's no
What are
mistake.
you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
The fact that it takes
Piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person?
MC this long to realize who he was when we've known since like the beginning of the fucking game? It's kind of odd. He's why I got arrested.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
Everything's connected.
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
Okay.
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
I want to know myself.
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass. What he's saying and doing are completely different.
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done
It's
about
like all
his record?
politicians. They're all
Once
liars.
the courts have made a judgment,
Say what they want to
overturning
say.
that decision will be difficult.
Please the
It'd
plebs.
barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person. He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. That's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
God behind everything turned out to be your arch enemy. What an oddly poetic twist. Yeah, that was close. You'd stand out and everyone else is wearing their school uniforms. Might be a good idea to wear your uniform when you head out. Can we go out? Not yet. Can we even hang out with Sojiro? Sojiro even maxed? Did I max him yet? I think I did. I did, okay. See, Goro was at 8. I'm kind of disappointed I couldn't max him. Unless somehow you still can, but I fucking doubt it. Damn. That's gonna suck if I can't do the little extra part of this game because he's not maxed. But he didn't want to hang out, so it's not my fault. I know them every chance I get. We should be able to match Futaba. Haru's gonna be... Haru's gonna be close, but I doubt it. But Futaba we should be able to finish. Then at night... Fumi will finish. And maybe we will get EY finished. 'Cause, I mean, that's all we have to hang out with at night is those two. But yeah, pretty good, dude. No, I'm not gonna lie. So the ones I might not finish. Maybe this one will finish, but I don't remember. Unless his has something to do with the royal version, then you'll rank up there. Kind of like how with what's his fucking name, Baruki. How we got him to rank 9, but we couldn't finish him until like he finished like his story-based one when he left. Maybe Goro or Getchi's the same way. So the one we're definitely not gonna finish is the fucking kid. I don't remember his name. Cause yeah, there's no way. Cause he's a daytime one. We also have to hang out with Futaba and Haru. I mean, if Haru doesn't want to hang out, then maybe I'll hang out with the kid if, you know, he's available, but that's it. We're gonna try to make Haru the focus. But yeah, not bad, dude. I did really well with Confidants. This, like I said, Haru will be close. Futaba should be fine. But I do have to go to Mementos for her, which I did not know I had to do. Which is fine, I have to go there anyway. So I'm just hoping that by me going there, I should finish him though too. I should get his Mementos mission so I don't lose something during the day. We'll see though, because I don't want to take too long with Futaba. Because we will get free time. We still got one more round of free time, but it's not going to be a whole lot of time. What do I try to leave though? Can I leave?
Hey.
No.
Hey. Okay.
I can make 24 now. Jesus. Well, I think I'll do this just so I know that I have them.
Yeah.
I'll just do it myself, it's fine. Let's lose out on 5 fucking HP. Ooh boy.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, that should be enough for the rest of the game.
Nice. Well then.
No one cares. Oh, maybe everyone does hit you up. It's not true that Phantom Thieves leader died, right? Maybe what they say to you is different. Everything's fine, thank goodness. There's no way the Phantom Thieves can be defeated. Man, it's such a relief to hear things are okay. Well, if you need anything, I'll be at the arcade. The Phantom Thieves have been on the news recently, so I was wondering how you're doing. Are you going to give up without accomplishing your goal? Nah, I'm fine, so you're okay. That's a relief. I'm expecting great things from the Phantom Thieves. If you need anything, I'm happy to help, my comrade. Call him Red. Feels pretty weird seeing you around on a weekday. You're taking off tonight, right? Sheesh, you're such a risk taker. Listen, make sure nobody notices you, okay? Do something about the keyword for sure this time.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long. But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others.
Fortune, rich people. Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths.
It's about time they asked me. Could have solved this 3 days ago.
Steer?
This is the shit. Booyah.
It was a match?
What? The Diet Building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be?
I'm the captain
actual
now.
buildings on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
Just do it. Do it now.
Did anything change? We went in, right?
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the Diet building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different. That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, totally normal.
I'll check it out.
What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
They seriously just realized they're on a boat. It's not like it's that big.
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This building's in my way. Smash. Sink.
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking?
Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure.
Let's go.
All right.
We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections.
Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Wait.
Speaking of that, shouldn't Thas have been disguising himself on the way here? Seeing someone in a disguise with a bunch of kids in school uniforms would be super weird. Well, we won't have to worry about that once we set the treasure. Let's do this. Fucking treasure time, dude. Alright. Excuse me. Well, let's go in there.